Politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cold butter.
Go in raw, like with no condoms.
Oh shit!
2, 3, 4, 5.
What up?
We live
All the motherfucking way.
Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics. We're going to deep detail dive
really deep
in the politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother,
and this is HV. We appreciate you tuning in to all politics from the hood point of view, baby. Yeah, now talk to me. What's going on with you, #1 soul brother?
There's a whole lot going on this evening. For those of y'all didn't know that in some parts of the country this evening there are elections going on, and there's a lot happening this evening, and some history being made in a couple of places. So, you know, we need to get into that like right now.
Yeah, now, which leads us into the podcast of the night. Don't forget, each and every Tuesday night, we live. Don't forget, we'll be here no matter what. Then we might pop in another night during the week where you be like, "Hot damn, I thought y'all was Tuesdays." Nope.
No.
Tonight. Yeah, now, we might have some popping in guests. Might be some people that love Trump. You never know. That's what we does. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad point of view, but hey, that's us. That's how we feel. You know what I'm saying? But we give you all black point of views on this podcast, baby. And by the time you leave it, as a black culture, you'll be well informed for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Now, before we get into the Republican debates, right? This podcast, since we're going on our anniversary too, whether y'all know it or not.
Oh yeah.
It's rooted in black culture. I want y'all to know that, okay? So we're looking at politics from our point of view as a black culture. What's best for us? What's the fucked up thing for us? And how can we proceed as a culture? That's us. You know what I'm saying? Now, two things. There's a lot of podcasts out there. We know that. Well, none of them will bring you the in-depth political view as I, Rabbit Jones, and my man
will bring to you.
It's no way possible. You know what I'm saying? Even though we never graduated college. Or we signed up.
I ain't think about it. I stepped in for a few.
But I
didn't stay long.
I didn't sign. You know what I'm saying? So now, welcome to the podcast for political hood view politics. You know what I'm saying? Now, like my man was saying, it's breaking news. So I'm gonna let him take over from this point on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here we go. Breaking news.
It's
starting
breaking news.
We're gonna start in Kentucky, where Andy Beshear, a Democrat, has just won re-election to the Kentucky governorship over a Trump MAGA right-wing black man candidate, David Cameron. This was a Trump endorsed candidate who Trump didn't get out and campaign for. Didn't do nothing for, basically, because his endorsement meant nothing. And that's what I try to tell people, you know.
Oh, let's people know who this person is now.
His name.
If anybody don't remember the Kentucky case that he was involved with, you got that?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, knock it out the park.
He was the attorney general who proceeded over the case of, what's her name? I want to make sure I'm right. Well, the husband, where the police officers ran in their house.
Oh yeah, shot the paramedic lady
in their defense, exactly.
Yeah. Good.
And this IG right here took the side of white America.
That's why he got a MAGA
remember
endorsement.
Him? Do you remember him?
Yep.
That's him.
That MAGA endorsement.
That is him in Kentucky. Now, I'm glad he ain't win. Now, that goes to what me and the number one soul brother been telling y'all.
Listen.
Just because you're black skin when you was born doesn't mean you're right for our culture.
Right.
It's just the bottom line. It's not our fault.
Sometimes your blackness don't mean
it is
shit.
Not our fault. When your black man does now subside to the white culture and what their thinking is, okay, that's your choice. But you no longer defend or talk for the culture that me and soul brother talks for.
And
baby.
this is a big deal in Kentucky. But then again, it might not be anyway, because, well, it's a big deal because, one, this is a candidate, black candidate, to add that. You know, his idea, he got white ring, MAGA, Republican, Donald Trump ideas. He was backed by Trump. Like I say, even though Trump didn't get out and let campaign once for the dude, he just, you know, he just throw his name out there, even though his name don't mean nothing. So you can chalk that up as another in a long line of Trump endorsed candidates that done lost. And you know, in one of these nights, I'm going to run down that list for you in case you think I'm, you know, some people.
You better not run that list down with that MAGA lover. You know his name.
So now Andy Beshear is the governor of the great state of Kentucky, a Democrat. And moving on.
Don't forget Daniel Cameron. Don't forget him. He's a bitch ass fool. That fucked up.
He fucked up in the head.
What is her name, man? I'm gonna get her name for this podcast. It was one of the biggest black issues in America when the police ran into the fucking house.
Sure did, dude.
When the motherfucker that was laying in the bed as the husband, was not really married, gets that gun.
Okay, I'm shacking up.
Nobody said they was the fucking police, but you kicking the door in, and you expect me not to put some bullets in your ass.
Right.
Use a fool for that. Then they shot and killed. God damn it. Shot and killed a lady. Cold blooded. In her house. One of the biggest joints in black history, period. I'm gonna give her a name for it's over though. You know what I'm saying? But man, you cannot vote. Now, you in Kentucky, you're a black man, you're in wilderness, you're thinking, long as I vote for all the policies that all these white people in my congressional seats love, I can be governor.
Ha! You're lying to yourself.
Your skin is black still. You fool. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? He's people like him really, really irk me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they irk you too, but these are the people are called bigot lovers.
Now, yeah.
Bigot lovers.
Yeah, he's a bigot lover.
Who blindly make it easier for the bigots to hurt.
And he found out tonight that your black ass love bigots, but bigots don't love you. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Exactly.
You love a bigot, don't mean a bigot gonna love you back. And now let's get to some history, some black history, some good black history tonight.
Breonna Taylor is the name
Right,
that kept
Breonna
skipping my motherfucking name. My motherfucking what's the names? Breonna Taylor, 26-year-old black American woman,
That's
was
right.
fatally shot in Kentucky in her apartment by police that falsely went in the wrong fucking house, first of all.
Yeah, it was somewhere you shouldn't have been in the first place.
And then the boyfriend who was defending her and him got locked up for that.
Yeah.
Now you just keep that in your mind for a minute. Go ahead, number one soul brother.
Okay, yeah, y'all think about that, but we got some history, that's been made tonight, and we're gonna start off in the state of Rhode Island, where Gabe Gabriel, Gabe for short, Amo, wins a special election tonight and is elected to the U.S. House of Representatives representing Rhode Island. And it's history because Gabe Amo is the first person of color, black man, he's the first black man to be elected to the U.S. House from the state of Rhode Island. So we got some history going on tonight, and congratulations to Gabe Amo.
We gotta remember. State of Rhode Island is not an easy place for a black man to fucking run for anything, be honest with you.
I mean,
Rhode Island?
yeah, Rhode Island's heavily Democrat.
I'm talking about black man.
But black man,
Democrat is
because
different.
it's not, well, that's the New England trifecta, or whatever it is. What is Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Vermont? It's 4 states. Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Vermont. So yeah, and it's pretty much white up there. Yeah, you get up there to Kennebunkport and Martha's Vineyard up
There's
there.
Gabrielle Amherst. What'd you say his name?
Gabriel Amo. So congratulations to Gabe tonight.
And he is Italian.
He's Italian?
Yeah, he come from Rome. Is this the same person?
Let me see.
How old is the person?
The person I seen, he looked at black.
How old was he?
Age, don't get me started.
Did he look old?
Nah, he was kind of younger looking. Kind of a younger looking guy. But he's the first person of color. Let's put it like that. He's the first person of color to be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives from the great state of Rhode Island. And moving on, we got some more history in good old Pennsylvania. City of Philadelphia, that is, where Sherelle Parker, black woman, has just been elected the next mayor of Philadelphia.
Now, if anybody know, before we move on to the Gabe Amo is black. I don't think we mentioned that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I thought I did.
He is a black that won. He's a Democrat that won in the state of Rhode Island. Just make that. It was a special election that he won. I don't know if we made that clear. And he only 35 years old.
Okay.
West African immigrant from Ghana in Libya.
You might know some Obama people.
That's what's up, man. I just love watching politicians because you gotta face it. me and you is not politician type motherfuckers, right? But I just love black people or black. How can I say this? Black ancestries come in and say, "What? I'm gonna be a senator. I'm gonna be a governor." I like it, bro. It's just like take your chance at this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like fuck it. It's like I know they say that this person should be governor, but just run, just like Obama did. Just go. Fuck them niggas, bro. I like it. You never know what happens.
And we got more. We got more to get out the way before we get into our regular stuff. In Ohio tonight, they just voted to enshrine, and that's the word they've been using, enshrine in the Ohio Constitution the right, woman's right to abortion and women's reproductive and health rights. So, as you can see, that was not a good idea.
Not good
for y'all to attack abortion rights like that. Like I say, even though you do not agree with it, and I don't agree with it. I'm not for abortion, but it is your right to choose. You got to make it's your decision to make. I can't make that decision for you. So in Ohio tonight, they're just enshrined in their constitution a woman's right to abortion and women's reproductive rights, and so that's a good thing. And it's not going to only be in Ohio. That's something that's going to really, especially in Democratic states and a lot of purple states, that's going to carry. That's a something that's going to carry today. Sure. Now, you always got to figure in some dumb shit too. And here goes tonight's dumb shit. Due to voter turnout in Mississippi, that's Mississippi, Mississippi, the polls have stayed open late from 7 to 8. So they kept the polls open an hour longer. But when we get to these states, you know, these races, KKK, MAGA, states like this, what you gonna have is you got reports of voter intimidation near HBCUs. But near HBCU, which happens to be the largest polling place in black cities.
Let's talk about that. Me and you just stress all the time. We don't tell you who to vote for, right?
I don't tell you to vote for.
But what he just named was hard to vote type situation, right? Who making that happen? Like, if you want your black culture to vote, you want your black culture to be represented, who is helping that happen? I don't want to name the parties and shit, right? But if we was the motherfucker be one-on-one, be straight up with each other, we gonna have later on a MAGA Republican, right? Where he'll never be straight up. Yeah. Where you just look at the facts, right? And say, what's best for the black culture? That's what me and Number One Soul Brother is all about, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll never get caught up in some MAGA bullshit. That ain't what we're about. We're about the black culture being informed on who to fucking vote for. Literally. And that's literally why this podcast is here. We about to go on our anniversary too. So I hope everybody tune in to our anniversary party that's coming up. And we've been doing this thing just to give you the information from our point of view, which is hoodish. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that. But look, if we are a year away. We're exactly a year away from the big one. And if you getting vote intimidation tactics, whatever they may be, and gerrymandering and people telling lies to get people not to go to the polls. It's gonna get if you get in tonight, you can imagine what's gonna happen a year from now. And look, they can talk about polls, they can talk about who old, who too old to run and all this old stuff. But I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing so far, for Democrats, it's been so far, it's been a good night. It ain't been about who getting up there running their mouth, downing somebody, calling people a bunch of names, talking a bunch of shit that don't mean nothing. In the state of Texas this evening, there are photos and videos online of young people lined up clear around the block to get in to vote. And it's something that Republicans don't want to see because young people tend to lean Democrat. And if you're seeing a turnout like that, you see a good turnout tonight in these off-year elections, in which, like I say, unless you live in a state where you see a bunch of ads on TV, like here where we live at, we see a bunch of political ads all day, every day. And I notice some of the ads, they try to be slick and they don't tell you what party, or they'll skip over what party they is. They'll throw a bunch of propaganda out there without telling, what they really represent. And if you don't see this, you wouldn't know it was an election. But where there are elections, like I say, tonight, you have seen in Ohio, they have enshrined in their constitution. It's going to be in an Ohio constitution, you dig what I'm saying? It's not just a law. It's in the constitution of that state, a woman's right to reproductive care, a right to choose that if for whatever reason she wants to have an abortion, it's on her. It ain't on nobody to tell her that she must carry a child to term for whatever reason it is.
That's a key flashpoint right there. Like, if you take away the names of the parties, right, and you say, I want to be able to terminate my pregnancy by my own choice, that's going to be any American in the world, right? But then if you say parties, then it's everybody getting their corners. That's the part that's fucked up. It's like, once reality hit, do you go in your corner and stay with the whatever your team is? Or do you say, hold on, if that's the fact, why don't we do A, Y, B? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why stay in your corner when you're looking at the facts? That's the part of this whole thing I don't like. Because in the end, facts are facts. No matter what people are thinking at the point in time, facts are fucking facts. And if everybody can agree on the facts, we can come to conclusions on all topics, bro. You know what I'm saying? But once you get people in the debate that don't agree where the facts are coming from, say the facts are wrong, the facts are this, look at this fact from other shit, that's when you start fucking around looking like, all right, what are we doing here, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, we all got to have a point where we agree that's the fact. Most of the Republicans and MAGA Republicans don't agree on that. They always think, all right, if they come from that part, of media. Nope, that's not true. It's like you're not ingesting facts to make a good decision, bro. You can love Trump, you can love the Republicans, but as the black culture, right, which is most important for us, you gotta look at everything for what it is, bro. Like, you can't be a MAGA Republican screaming to us that Trump is not racist. What are you doing? Why do that? What is that about? Like, if you support a racist, that's what you choose to do. But don't delusion us and try to say, no, he not that. No, you can't do that like that. Deal with the facts and let's roll with that. If you're a black person, want to defend Trump and want to support Trump, stay that. Don't tell us he's not a racist, because now you're doing too much, right? It's like, bruh, if you want to support him. But don't tell us the shit he doing is not what he doing. He ain't what he is. That's not how we're going to do this. We got to agree on facts. Facts are he a racist. Now, if you want to support him, that's cool. When I point out that you support a racist, no. You cannot then say, nah, he not a racist. No. Because we already know that's what he is. Like, let's not do that. That's games to me. It's like you're not trying to stay on truth so we can knock out all issues from a truth standpoint. Like, if number one soul brother got his own opinion on something, and then another person from MAGA have an own opinion, it got to be facts somewhere, right? And somewhere along the line, somebody is just saying shit just because they believe this, not because of the facts. And I think the black culture that's sitting there watching this podcast will get that. They will cipher through that. That's why I love podcasts and I love doing politics. Well, man, number one soul brother. Because that is why we here. Is to give you the information just straight up. And once you look at it and be like, the reality is, even though you might love the Republican Party, you might love the Democratic Party, you might love Trump, you might love Biden. True. But once the facts are the facts, can we agree on those first before we debate? That's all I say. No one soul, brother. What you think?
And I think you right on with that. You right on in that. And you know, this is something that got to do with the subject we just brought up. And it's some more breaking news here. More breaking news. And this is from good old Victor Shee on Twitter. It says, breaking. Virginia Democrats have just retained majority control of the state Senate, preventing any abortion ban that Glenn Youngkin wanted to enact from happening. It's another huge loss for Republicans and massive win for Democrats. Young people, you saying it again, you youngins out there, you young people in Gen Z made this one happen. And Virginia, what was going to happen in Virginia was a lot of eyes was on Virginia because Glenn Youngkin, we already know he has presidential aspirations. We know that, and he's catering to the far right wing of the Republican Party, and he's made it known. He made it known that if Republicans got control of the state house and the state senate in Virginia, his pen was already in hand that he was going to sign that up. The first thing he was going to do is sign that abortion ban in Virginia. Well, look like plans are changing. So you can knock Ohio out, and you can knock Virginia out in this war against women's rights. Or, you know, like I say, you can agree with it, or you cannot agree with it. But it is a woman's right to choose, because we don't know. You know, I'm not in a woman's doctor's office with her. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. So I don't know what the reason is behind her maybe choosing to terminate a pregnancy or whatever. It could have something to do with the child. It could be that the child could be born disabled, and it could do with something that it could kill the mother to carry the child to term. We don't know. It ain't not my business any damn way. So, as you can see, this war against women's rights, it ain't working. It ain't working at all.
What party doing it?
Yeah. This GOP, and it's a Republican, and it's been a Republican thing for the longest time. And as you can see, it is backfiring. But let's not get too up in arms yet, because tonight we won a couple of battles so far, but the war ain't over. Because we know, and we said it right here, it's not just a war against women and women's rights. It's still a war against minorities and minority rights and affirmative action. You got so much. You got war against the dreamers. It is so many things that I would say the other side is putting out there and going to war. So I'll say this. Tonight, we're seeing young people step up. They showing up and they showing out, and they making their voices heard. And that's all you can ask for. That's all I ask for. You just step up, step out, make your voice heard. One way or the other.
And me personally, I'm already clear that, like, if you would put a blindfold on as a black person, right? List your top priorities. They're definitely going to be guns, whether you want them out the street or controlled, is going to be the top priority for black culture, right? Housing is going to be a top priority for black culture, right? Jobs, opportunities, banking, opportunities for black culture is going to be your top list, right? I'm going down at least 3-4 things. And then you ask yourself, which one of these parties help that advance as a black culture? You got to be honest with yourself, no matter who the players are. You might be in love with Trump, you might be in love with whoever, right? But look at those details as a black person, because whatever benefits you, then it benefits the culture. Because you as a black male or Hispanic, you represent the poor and minority, right? And what you have to do is look and see which party take care of the poor and the minority. It's just real that fucking simple. Take the names off and say who fighting for your priorities. And you cannot deny, which is something me and number one soul brother has come to. We done came to the awakening of that the Democratic Party take care of most of the issues that's at the top of the black culture, and that's just it. There's nothing we can do about that. That's not our fault. There's nothing we can do. That's just how things are. Now, it's a lot of Republicans that screams out, yeah, Republicans free slaves. And all this, I get it. I know what you're saying. It's a talking point, though.
Yeah, it is a talking point, and get it right.
Because life went on after that. And a lot of things happened in our culture, whether we're free or not, after that. You see what I'm saying? So we can't be stuck on say, okay, Republicans freed the slave, because it wasn't Republicans in general. It was Abraham Lincoln, right? So when we fast forward, we've been through a lot of hell since then. And if you're not alive at the time, you could not drink out the same water fountain as the white motherfucker. You could not do it. It was against the fucking law. And by the way, you're 1/5 of the fucking citizen. You're not even real. Let's keep that in mind. So that's the culture we was going in. Now think about living with that, where the police can sick dogs on your dumb ass just because you're black. Turn the hose on, the water hose on your face as a fireman. Putting fires out, but put the fire hose in your face just because you're black. That can go on in legal. How about gangs run around killing your ass? KKK. Legal. Can go hang you. To this day, we got sundown states and fucking states somewhere in America. Why? So that's why me and the No One Soul brother is here every night.
And see, I want to say, I want to backtrack just a second, because my man Uncle Roland Martin, he just posted something, and it goes back to something you said earlier about the Kentucky race. He said, "My dad is watching, but is anybody at CNN going to mention Breonna Taylor and this Kentucky race? This race wasn't all about abortion. It was also restoring voting rights to formerly incarcerated. And this coverage is just bland and boring." Now, as you say, as you brought up off the break when I first brought up the Kentucky governorship race, and you was right on with it. Breonna Taylor played a major part. That played a major part.
And this fool ain't being considered for any fucking night. You gotta remember, you can be black all you want, but if you in power, and if you a dumbass nigga that can just say fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever the white culture need me to do, they're gonna love you. They're gonna let you stay there because they can use you, my boy. So to them, you just like a white motherfucker. If you do what they say do, cool, stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But once you running for office, now it's open. You know what I'm saying? And that's how a Democrat snuck the fuck in. Because I remember Kentucky was always like a hair leaning Democrat.
See, Kentucky was red as hell at one time.
Exactly.
But Kentucky was fireball red.
Exactly.
But see what happens when you mess with women's rights. And
not only that, Obama changed the atmosphere too. He has so many votes in Kentucky, Alabama, all these racist states, right? That took so long to even verify a black motherfucker. Those states. You gotta give credit to when I will always tell motherfucking MAGA Republicans that's black. I don't care about the rest of them. This is black ones. You gotta know history, my boy. That South never gave a fuck about a black motherfucker to this day. You can pick out a motherfucking country in the South. ASAP. Name a state. Alabama. Nebraska. Iowa. I mean, you can go on and on and on. Those are the states that say, hell no, we want to keep motherfucking slaving people. Hell nah, fuck you. We'll recede. We're not even with you, country, America, because we want to beat the shit out of black people. That was the reality that the MAGA Republican black motherfuckers they don't want to talk about. I will beat your ass first before I say you a fucking American. That's the South, bruh. And shouts out to all black people that raised and born in the South and just went through this shit. Use the fucking... My motherfucking grandmother was born in the South, right? Went through all that hell, came to DC, and made a life for herself. You know what I'm saying, dog? I always get shout out to her because she went through hell in North Carolina, one of the states I'm talking about. She left North Carolina at the age of 17, bro, because it was so fucked up there. Came to DC and started her journey, which got me here, bro. You know what I'm saying, dog? Mm-hmm. And it got me not there where I'm being pressed down and not being able to flourish as a black person. She got me here in DC where I can get on air live on all platforms of social media and tell you what me and number one soul brother feel about your crackers. Ain't that something?
And something is going down in Mississippi because we got more breaking news out of Mississippi.
Breaking
that news. Hinds County Special Circuit Judge Jess Dickinson has ordered specific Hinds County precincts to remain open until 9 p.m. Well, that's almost a half hour ago because they got a ballot shortage because of the ballot shortage in Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Now, let me explain. That's some odd shit, and that's wild too. Because how do you have a ballot shortage in an off-year election when the turnout is not as great as it is in a general election? Now, next year in the election next year, I could see it being ballot shortages because you're gonna have. Let me see. Last time we had 80 million Democrats voted and 75 million Republicans voted. And that's just between Trump and Biden. So that's still motherfucking 155 million. Mm-hmm. So I can see, and I think the turnout gonna be more this time. I can see then you having ballot shortages, but in an off year, and you talking about ballot shortages, even somebody, you should always have plenty of ballots in the off year. And it's something fishy about that. That's just me. That's just me.
Now, if we skip a little bit, right? The Gaza Strip. There's a lot going on with this, me personally, right? Because I just don't like the attention given to it, me personally. But me personally, I agree with being done. For example, Biden is sending aid to Israel. Do anybody disagree with that?
Don't matter because it ain't gonna stop.
But what I'm saying right now, in the instance, is that a good idea to send them aid?
I mean,
right now.
I mean, you always have been sending them aid.
No, I'm far as the packages they sending.
Oh,
right now.
I mean,
the Congress is passing.
Put it. I'll say this: the United States has always been propping up Israel. You just don't know. We just don't know about it all the time, and we don't know how much. This time, what Israel is getting, Israel is out front. But you can believe that, Yeah, they sending them packages and this, that, and the third, and they X amount of dollars here and X amount of dollars there. But you can believe that what they have gotten from the United States before, and they've got military aid, they have got weapons, they have got this and this. Who do you think funds Israel and helps Israel with that Iron Dome that keeps rockets and shit from?
Yeah, but
So
when you send an aid right now, it's different.
it's
It's
different
like we send
because you
packages of
know,
aid for
Yeah.
certain things.
yeah, because you know how much and you know what it's for. But if people don't think that Israel and got way more at times.
No, what I'm saying is
Yeah.
we're making time out and we sending packages over there.
Oh yeah.
Right. So me personally, I think again, I have no problem with it, right? But I need stipulations on this thing. I don't want to just be sending money over to Israel. I don't want to send packages over to Israel to help them guide through this war. And they still on some sneakery shit. Now, when I say sneakery shit, is meaning we have a deal for you to cease fire or some shit like that. But you as Israel still fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like we need you to go with the rules too, right? You can't just do what the fuck you want. If that's the case, you don't need our fucking help. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna motherfucking just go about your business and not listen to what fuck Biden say, then we don't need to help you, motherfucker. Like, you're not gonna shoot the motherfucker. We got ceasefire. You're not gonna shoot Palestinians while we got a ceasefire. We're not gonna let you do that. Like, if you're gonna keep doing shit like that, why we here? You feel me?
Yeah, but you can't have a ceasefire unless Israel agreed to it, and thus far they're not agreeing to it.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, if you're not trying to help us help you, why the fuck are we here, bro? Because you in the middle of fucking Muslim. What we say or what we do. You in the middle of no man's land. Either you're gonna agree or your ass gonna be destroyed, bro. It's gonna be the bottom of the fucking line.
That's not. But this is,
bro. You talking about Israel in the middle of the Middle East? Like, bruh.
Look,
at some point, the president, whoever the owner of fucking Israel, gotta wake up and say, okay, that little piece of land is not worth my country.
No matter
what the fuck
Israel do, no matter what they do, Israel, United States is never going to turn their back on Israel. If
that's not true.
Shit,
that's not true.
Two things. I'm telling you,
we got two party nominees coming up. And one, Biden. Trump ain't want to listen to their ass. That's one problem you got to listen to.
Trump won't abandon Israel either.
Shit.
Trump won't abandon.
He won't even start. He won't even send the aid that they send now. But only that
since Israel became a sovereign country.
Not only that
has came close. Yeah, Obama has. I don't think I know because they was mad when Obama got tough with Israel about some of the shit.
So you think,
but he wouldn't. But even Obama wouldn't. He got tough with Israel, but you only gonna take it so far.
What I'm saying is, you think, let's say Biden is gonna continue sending aid, defending Israel. Meanwhile, they breaking the rules that you set.
Yeah.
But you think they're gonna keep doing that?
First of all, can't nobody set no rules, but Hamas is calling for a ceasefire. But the problem with them calling for a ceasefire is they still talking shit about they're going to wipe out Israel. You calling for a ceasefire so you can regroup over something that you started. Netanyahu said, hell no. Y'all started this shit. Now y'all want to use these hostages in a hostage situation to get a ceasefire. But you still talking about y'all want to invade Israel and take over Israel and wipe Israel out.
That's not true.
You can't. This was just the other day.
I guarantee you tomorrow.
This was just the other day.
Israel president say, you know what, Gaza, y'all can have that shit. We were out to live our life. Y'all can have that fucking shit.
No.
They would the next day say, I'm gonna destroy Israel, bro.
Yeah, but
they don't want to give a fuck about it if they give them the Gaza Strip.
See,
exactly.
This is where people getting shit mixed up right now. Yeah, the beef stemmed from the land, but right now the conflict is not over that land. The conflict is over the fact that the motherfuckers on October 7th decided to fly hundreds of rockets and bombs and shit and run into Israel, kidnapping people and killing people, and shot up the music festival, killing all them people. That's what the conflict is over. It's over Hamas being a terrorist organization who perpetrated a terrorist act. Now, you've perpetrated this act. Now you want a timeout when these people getting in your ass. Now, I feel for the people of Palestine, and I think that the situation the people are put in is not right. But you have a government or an organization that's running the country who perpetrated an act against another country, unbeknownst. Just one morning, y'all decided to get up and blow shit up. And now that these people then say, fuck that, we tired of this shit because y'all always find rockets over here. Y'all always doing this, y'all always doing that. We negotiate ceasefires and all this, but y'all the ones that keep breaking it. We tired of this shit. We gonna wipe y'all asses out. Now you want a timeout. Well, y'all want to get the hostages back. We need a timeout. They want a 3-day ceasefire. That's what Hamas is calling for. They want a 3-day ceasefire so they can regroup. Israel saying, hell no, we tired of this shit. I can see where Israel coming from, because if a motherfucker gonna keep attacking me, nah, we gonna get this shit over with. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna keep on with this shit.
Well, for everybody to understand what we talking about here, when this began, it was 1,400 people killed off the break. Killed 240 people, kidnapped and disappeared. 1.5 million people have been displaced in Gaza, and the health officials say more than 10,000 have been killed as Israel bombarded the Palestinian. Now, this is my thing right here with Israel, right? That's what I was trying to tell you earlier. Like, we can't say, all right, the ceasefire, American can't come over there and give you aid. We can't go over there and stop the Gaza, clean the Gaza Strip up. And then you continue killing people, bro. You can't expect Biden to keep doing that. And then if Biden lose and Trump win, none of that will be happening. So me personally, I'm thinking Israel got to be smarter than what they are, bro. You got to heed to what we're doing here. Pay attention to what Biden is telling you. Stop the killing, motherfucker. I know you're mad, but nigga, when we do ceasefire and close some strip up, let's negotiate. Don't keep killing these people, bro. It's not gonna work like that. You wasting our fucking time. We got a lot of other shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
I understand where you're coming from, and I agree with you to some extent. But this ain't the first time this shit done happened. This ain't the first time. This ain't the second time this shit done happened over there between Israel, especially Israel and Gaza. But to think, if anybody think that at any point, for any reason, that the United States is going to cut Israel off for any reason in this world, you got to be out of your mind. That shit is not going to happen.
I just told you 2 examples.
It's not going to happen.
Let's say Biden. Let's say Biden president.
Let me tell you, even if Trump is president, Trump is not cutting off Netanyahu. It's not going to happen.
Let's say Biden president, right?
Yeah.
And you keep doing shit that's against what I'm trying to do here. What you want Biden to keep doing? Cut him the fuck off.
You can want it, but it's not going to happen.
And then Trump just going and not even going to engage in this shit. So you talking about 2 people. If you fuck over Biden, where you be at, Israel? Fucked. Because if Biden lose to some racist pig, you're really fucked.
Look,
think about it.
This is gonna be the long and the short of it. This is gonna be the long and the short of the whole argument. And why it's never gonna happen.
I dropped my whole
damn. This is why it's never gonna happen. Without the United States, Israel is done.
Exactly.
Now, let me tell you, this is the long and the short of that argument. And I don't give a damn if Biden is president, if Trump is president, if whoever is president. It could be Chris Christie, it could be Vivek Ramaswamy, it could be Kamala Harris, it could be anybody. No American president will ever turn their back on the state of Israel, because the minute that you do, it will be a mass Holocaust. It will be another genocide that will make Jewish people, that will make the Holocaust look like nothing. And there is not, and they will never, is not a president that will hang that on the United States. And there will never be no president that will be the president that allows Israel or allow another Jewish Holocaust. It will never happen.
Remember, no president is going to let you just do what the fuck you want. That fucks up the plan.
I agree with that.
Now, remember that.
Yeah. Now, you're going to have presidents, like I said, Obama got tough with Netanyahu.
If Netanyahu keep on killing people in Gaza Strip, we saying ceasefire, you're not going to continue fucking with him, bro.
Look.
You're just not going to do it.
Look. It's going to get to a point. It's going to get to a point where when it get to the point that the American president goes over there and straighten this shit out, it'll get to that point. That's when it'll end. But getting to the point that telling Israel that they on their own, that ain't never gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. If
Look,
this nigga
let me tell you
being an asshole.
Let me tell you something.
Because the other fool don't give a fuck about him.
Let me tell you.
Like,
let me show you something.
It's 2 people, Biden and Trump. That's it. I don't care what people in America think. These the only 2 people you got to pick from.
Trump ain't that.
Trump
stupid.
don't give a fuck about Israel, bro.
Trump ain't that stupid. Trump's stupid, but Trump is not that stupid to let Israel get wiped out. There is no one that dumb. Look, the one thing you hear about, and the one, especially among the Jewish people, that I'll say is their Waterloo or whatever, is the Holocaust in World War II and the concentration camps and the things that Hitler did to the Jewish people. There is no way in the world that an American president, especially one that has Israel's back, especially this country that has Israel's back since the beginning, since the minute they became a sovereign state, the first ones that jumped out there and said, "We got your back," was the United States. Anybody else did. And through all the shit Israel done, and Israel done some shit, they've always been there, and they always had their back. They've been pissed off at Israel so many times, but it goes up to a certain extent that they will not leave that country hanging, because if you are the president that allows what will be a Holocaust worse than Hitler and the Germans, please, your legacy, everything about you, your life, you wiped out. You worse than the worst president.
That's true.
It won't happen. And it gets it and you can't prop a country up as long as you have Israel, and you had Israel for so long, and to leave them hanging and let them get wiped out. What does that say to the rest of our allies? Because if no matter what, if we go to war, especially if we on the verge of world war, we need our allies. And if our allies think they can't trust us, and we go to war, say we go to war in the Middle East and with Russia, and we need other countries to set up base and to launch attacks from, and they say, "Oh, fuck no, we ain't letting you come up in here. We seen what y'all did to Israel."
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. It's not. I mean, it's not only that it ain't right, but it's strategic, because we don't have so many allies in the Middle East. Where if something happen, we can do our thing. So I just don't see that ever happening. I see a motherfucker pulling Netanyahu to the side and say, "Look, man, you cut this motherfucker shit off, or I tell you what, all that aid you was getting, we gonna cut 2/3 of it out and see how you get by on that."
If you black in America and you think about going on vacation, bro,
Stay your ass out of Florida.
one thing you don't want to do. That's the goddamn show. You just gonna avoid that. To our future. You know what I'm saying? Now, this week, the black lady of the week.
Okay, and marijuana. Ohio votes to legalize marijuana for recreational use. The 24th state to do so.
They late, ain't they?
Huh?
Ain't they late?
I mean, they the 24th state to do it. That means what? 48 and
Late.
hey, keep on keeping on.
This week, black lady. Cocoa butter lady of the week.
Bring it on.
Yeah, nah. That will be Sarah Bond. She makes history as the first black woman president of Xbox. Think about that, bro. Xbox, black lady. You can't hate on this.
Mm-hmm.
Not even Rails. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Can Rail hate on black women? We got to bring on one day.
Yeah, you hate on
when we doing the black women. That he loved to hate on black women. How would he feel about her then? You know what I'm saying?
He didn't like her.
Sarah Bound. What would he like about her? Nothing. That's the thing. Can we stick on facts when we do these debates? That's all we want. From this point on, we're gonna put the link in the chat for every podcast we do from this point on, right? Please. All me and number one soul brother want to do is debate the facts. You know what I'm saying? The stuff y'all be doing, don't be facts. It be just the feelings. It's not a problem. But bruh, we want to go off facts, okay? That right there informs the black culture. You know what I'm saying? Not you just having your feelings. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Can you help us out on that? You know what I'm saying? That way, me And my man here will bring you in depth politics. Now, just like we doing now. You probably never heard of this lady a day in your fucking life.
Now,
But
yeah.
right now, she is the president of Microsoft, Xbox. You know what I'm saying? That's something none of you. Then let me get her name right, Sarah Bond, so y'all can know. And she tweeted out earlier today, Xbox. It's an honor to be part of the uh, business always. That's from Sarah Bond, the first black lady to lead Xbox into the future, my baby. Think about that. Ain't that something?
That is something. Now we need a few things here, Miss Barnes, if you will.
Okay.
You know, let's get us let's get us a black Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the white culture do when we do stuff like that? It's like you being racist when you do that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't being racist. We just want a black Call of Duty.
That's true.
That's all. You know, we ain't saying, hey, I love Call of Duty. I love the shit out of playing Call of Duty. But, you know, throw a few more, you know, two more brothers up in there.
Now Sarah Bond with the USC, so and Harvard Business. So don't play with my black ladies now.
Mm-hmm.
We love the black ladies, and then when they prove y'all wrong, we really love them.
Yeah, another
USC
thing we're gonna need too.
Harvard Business grad, baby.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm willing to bet in some kind of way, at least I'm hoping in some kind of way, the prices will come down on goddamn Xboxes when they come out. Because goddamn, them motherfuckers too high.
Shouts out to her for real, man. I respect that shit. Like these black women in general, it's harder for them to be like the CEO of Xbox and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, although me and motherfucking number one soul baby always point out dog whistles, they do give black women and black men a job when shit is tanking. And that happens. That's not my fault. When the white man realized, damn, my shit tanking, I got started bleeding. You, black man, you take over. Yeah, if anything, get the fault of the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's
Something
your
like
fault.
that.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they roll. That's not my fault.
But when she turn it around, when she turn that mofo around,
Exactly.
you know, but you always gonna be second to PlayStation anyway, because PlayStation is that shit. You dig?
Well, you gotta give her credit, man. Just to
Hell
be
yeah.
fucking,
Just to be there.
That's crazy. Be honest with you.
It's to be there, and especially in a be a CEO in a market that's not dominated by black people.
Exactly.
Now, black people are a significant portion of the people who buy these games and whatever. But as far as the content creators and stuff, that's where I think she will make a difference, and she can make a difference because you'll have more creators. You probably have more creators of color, and you'll get
Exactly.
you
That's the main
get
thing.
things. You get it will be things from you'll get things from a not only a black perspective, but from a woman's perspective too, because there are a lot of women out here, there are a lot of females out here that play video games. And I learned that because I play video games. Like one thing I learned that whereas dudes like playing Madden or whatever, women like playing NBA 2K. And it's a lot of it's I think you're going to get that. You're going to get that aspect too. You're going to get a lot of more games on Xbox that's geared towards females.
Mm-hmm.
And so
What you talking about with her being the vice
Right?
president? You think
Yeah,
so?
hell yeah, she got pulled. She got pulled, and her being the first one, and she's high profile because this was all over the place. She can steer shit and and say, well, look, you know how they had different groups for that create content for uh kids and these military games and all this other stuff. She can say, yeah, I want more games geared towards women. And she can get that. And she can put a group together to find out what kind of games women like to play and blah 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 blah.
Definitely in the position that she in now for sure.
Heck yeah, right. Because if you think about it, if she taps into a market, like I say, it's a lot of females that like to play video games. Like when Xbox and PlayStation was hot and the Wii came out, a lot of women love that Wii.
Mm-hmm.
And she in a position that she can really, that if she wants to make a move on PlayStation and the Nintendo games, she can be in a position where she can tap into a market that the other ones ain't tapping into. She can say, hey, man, y'all motherfuckers know how many women out here playing these games. We need to get more games like
True.
such and such and such and such and such, and we can get them and make them Xbox exclusives.
True.
Just like what's the like Halo. Like Halo is an Xbox exclusive game. You can't get Halo on any other system. But now, say you tap into that market and you build up, say you build up 5 or 6 games that women into and women like, and you make them Xbox exclusive games. That's millions of dollars right there.
True.
There's millions of dollars in games. Really, it's billions of dollars because you're going to have those games, especially the Xbox exclusives, and that means you have to buy an Xbox. So that's more consoles sold.
Yeah.
So she in a position where she can. They ain't stupid that she can do some things.
And she is cocoa butter lady
Of the week.
of the week. You know what I'm saying? We put on the black ladies. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit we do. Tomorrow is the debates. Tune in to a watch it on whatever that's called when you look at the debates and y'all watch with us and shit. What's that?
Watch
Whatever that
party,
is. Definitely HVP is going to definitely be tuned in. We don't want to because it's useless. But hey, it's politics. And that's why we here. You know what I'm saying, Dog?
Yeah.
Got something to say when we get out here, though?
Yeah, I got a lot to say right before I get out of here. I got something to say. Look, y'all people out here that just only listen to the polls and all this other garbage, and y'all just turn on the news and say, "Oh, Trump is leading here, and Biden is trailing here, or Biden's too old, and this, that, and the third." I want y'all tonight to look at the results in a lot of these races, because the Democrats tonight are whooping ass. They're whooping ass and taking names. And they are whooping ass not by going rogue against the administration. They are running with and on the policies of President Joseph R. Biden. And what people are turning out and voting for tonight are going to be the same things that are going to be on the ballot 1 year from now. So all of this other mess about they trying to say that president is popular and his disapproval rating is this, that, and the third. That's some garbage because the top of the ticket and the head of the party affects everything down below.
You gotta be careful with shit. You gotta be careful with the polls because the president is the president now, right? So his polls will fluctuate according to what's going on in America at the point. The person that's running polls stay stagnant. It's where it is. You know what I mean? It's like everybody know who he is, that person is, and that's over. But if you got national situations going on like Gaza, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things going on like Russia, you know what I'm saying? That screws thing because some people believe the president should be doing XYZ on those situations. He's not. So that therefore they vote against him or they make his poll numbers lower because they're not agreeing with what he's doing right now. You feel me? Where overall everything he's done is good for them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And while we talking about voting, I gotta read something that was reposted by Roland again, and this from Janae Nelson. But she was saying Mississippi voters deserve better, and the only way to get better is to vote like your future depends on it because it does. If you're online, please stay in line. And she says that because of a tweet by Brendan Hall in Mississippi, and he's showing the line. This line is long as hell. Said the line at Wildwood Baptist Church in Clinton currently, some voters who just cast their ballots had waited for 2.5 hours. I'm told this polling location has run out of ballots at least 5 times and have been restocked with less than 100 ballots every couple of hours. How the fuck is that? At this church, and I'm looking at it right now, the line is down the street and around the corner. And you stop the ballots with less than 100 ballots every couple of hours. If that's not voter suppression and it's downright crooked shit, I don't know what is.
I forgot damn shit.
That's the type of shit we talking about. You know, and how do you get away with shit like that?
They do it every day. That'd be the problem.
Right, because it's not hard to go out and take account and get a good estimation and say, well, damn, we got about 2,000 people in line and more is coming. Send us $3,000. Is that hard? No. Come on.
Debates tomorrow, man. Don't forget. Tune in live with your boys.
Yeah. You're gonna watch some idiots
like we do.
Yeah, because they gonna really after tonight's results in this election, these elections, especially
a lot of people start dropping out.
They're gonna really talk some dumb shit because Vivek Ramaswamy is already out there talking about he the only candidate talking about codifying into law greater sexual responsibility for men, whatever that means.
Exactly. That's why it's a waste of time tomorrow. I don't even think none of the national TV shows even gonna put them on. These debates are completely useless, but they politics, and we gonna be there live.
Wait a minute.
For sure.
Wait a minute. And
Ramaswamy.
We got one more huge, and it's huge and for us as brothers and sisters. We got one huge piece of breaking news before we roll out of here. And this news is exonerated Central Park 5 member Yusef Salaam won a seat Tuesday on the New York City Council. Congratulations, bro. He came a long way.
And we definitely need the MAGA Republican Democrat to come on and talk about that right there for sure. That's a hot button joint that I need And we got a resident MAGA Republican that comes on here too. So we're gonna ask him what he feel about one of the Central Park Fives being voted in. How about that one? I don't think anything like that. Nah. But each and every Tuesday night, man, you gonna catch us, bro. We're gonna catch us tomorrow night because it's debates.
Right.
That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like us or not, college grads is what you're looking for. We not. We're gonna get you to raw politics from a hood point of view. Until next time, I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the number one soul brother.
The number one soul brother. Hey,
Train.
holler at your boys. We're trying to expand this thing. So if you're on YouTube,
Right.
subscribe. You know how they do this
And
shit.
spread the word.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever way that it is done, we don't know how to beg for this shit. We don't know how to ask for this shit. We just podcasters, you know what I'm saying? But hey, like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you supposed to